Hey everybody, welcome to ALCH vs. Halo 3. We have reached the last third of our marathon run of the Halo Trilogy. And, oh my god, I am ready for it to be done. Not that I'm really done with Halo. You know, Halo's a fun game and all, but I'm ready to get back to Mega Man Legends 2 at this point. I'm ready to finish Mega Man Legends 2. I'm ready to play Parasite Eve 2. I've been playing the same game 3 times. This is why I generally don't play sequels immediately after I finish one. Like, I got really burned out on survival horror when I was playing Code Veronica and Resident Evil 5 at the same time. Sort of the same thing here. I want to do another... Let me, turn it down so you don't hear the music from the TV. Well, you're hearing the music from the TV, just not from the... You understand what I'm saying. Anyways, I would like to play another first-person shooter soon. Because I don't... this is... What is it? I recorded maybe a short joke montage of Elite Force 2, but other than that, I've never really played through any first-person shooters. So I really would love to play through another first-person shooter because I really do love them very much. And I think BioShock might be BioShock or another one. Of course, BioShock. I think I talked about this before. It would probably be entirely me using the shotgun instead of the plasmids. I beat the whole game using the shotgun. I shit you not. I put everything I had into the shotgun. I had a blast with it. It is an awesome, rewarding fucking shotgun to use. I made Fontaine my bitch with that shotgun. It can do no wrong. It's an awesome weapon. And I think I used plasmids maybe once or twice, like at the very beginning of the game, and maybe later on once I had the bee arm, what shoots bees at people, and I used it really for the novelty, but nothing else. But anyways, I should probably get on with it. Get on with it! This is Halo 3, the final third, the real meat of the trilogy, it looks like. This is where all of the, like I said, the Halo ODST began in Halo 2. Didn't begin in Halo 1. Halo 2 really is the root of ODST, and Halo 3 is sort of the I have no idea where I was going with that analogy, but Halo 3 is something, yeah, right. I'm going to shut up now before I make myself look like a bigger idiot. Yeah, I'm not signed into Xbox Live right now. Playlist, fine, go to custom, bastard. Maps. Halo 3 already has many maps. Many. Let's see, there's Assembly, which is part of the Mythic Map Pack. And it's basically a big Scarab factory. Nothing much. I've never played many games at Assembly, so I can't really talk about it very much. Avalanche I have played a great many games on. It's a very fun map if everybody's... I think it's like the very last game of my Halo stuff thing that I did on Xbox Live before I had to shit-can my gold account. Avalanche is a really fun map. A lot of interesting games tend to happen on it. It is a remake of the Halo 1 map Sidewinder. Yeah, so moving on. It's a symmetrical map, 2 sides, basically the same thing on either side. And a few parts in the center where you can travel between them and get places faster. Blackout is a remake of the Halo 2 map Lockout, which was very popular. Basically because it's a very basic layout. It's a very simple map. It's like Halo's equivalent of the facility map from GoldenEye or Perfect Dark. It's very well loved. Cold Storage. I think this was this is a standalone map. This was released on its own for free. So I downloaded this map for free, so that was nice. Basically a Forerunner research facility. Nothing else really going on. It's a Slayer map. Team games don't usually work very well on it, at least from what I saw. Construct. This is kind of similar to, what was it, Colossus from Halo 2. It sort of fills the same role. And not really very many good games on it, but it's cool looking, but Let's see, Epitaph. This one's a little It's kind of the same thing, actually. This one you see a lot in, like, Rumble Pit, or Lone Wolves, or whatever the fuck it's called. And it's basically the same thing. It's basically the exact same as Construct. It fills the same role. It's a big Slayer map. I haven't played much Team Slayer in it. I think it's more or less just like in the Lone Wolves playlist. Foundry. This was a big deal when Bungie released it, at least among the Halo 3 fan base, because basically it's a sandbox map. Only it wasn't called Sandbox, it's called Foundry. But the idea was the same. You have a big room and tons of shit and tons of space to put it in. Go nuts. And holy shit, people did. There's a lot of maps for Foundry. Ghost Town was another Mythic Map Pack release. Lots of team games, not many fond memories from it. There's always like 2 or 3 different ways to get in and out of a certain place on the map. So, team games really got a little bit hairy, and Lone Wolves was just like a fucking mess. Everyone for themselves, more or less, even in Team Slayer. Guardian was sort of their attempt to make another Lockout. It didn't go so well. It's a cool map, but it's not. It didn't do it as well as Lockout did. I'm not sure what it is. I'll figure out eventually. Let's see. High Ground is a pretty fun map on Team Slayer, and I've had some terrible games on High Ground now. High Ground is one of those levels where it's either hit or miss. You know, it's either a really good game or a really terrible game, and I've had a lot of both on this one. Isolation is like the... what's the name of that map from Halo 2 that everybody hated? I forget it. I forgot the name. It's basically like a daylight version, sort of Backwash from Halo 2. Lots of flood stuff everywhere. What was the name? I don't remember. I don't like this map. Every game I play on this map is terrible. It's not a fun map for me. It's not great. It's my anti-map. Everybody's got that map that they suck at, like completely and totally, and Isolation is mine. Last Resort is a remake of... God damn it, I forgot the name. Zanzibar from Halo 2. It basically plays exactly the same as Zanzibar. Everything I said in Halo 2 about Zanzibar, Last Resort. There you go. Narrows. 2 symmetrical map, 2 teams at each map. Really great for Team Slayer. Never played 2 team. It's always been 2 Team Slayer on this map. I've never played any other objective on this map. Never any assault. Maybe 1 capture the flag game. It's made for Team Slayer though. It's best at that. Orbital. Never played a damn game on this map ever. I had already gotten rid of my... I think I downloaded it just to poke around in it in Forge. Rat's Nest. Played a lot of games on this. It's one of those maps where you're going to get stuck defending the flag because everybody else is going to go play Slayer or whatever. So, not... Again, it's like High Ground. They're either really good games or fucking terrible. Sandbox. This is one of the Foundry type maps, only it takes the level and sort of the idea and turns it up not to 11, but pretty close. There are actually 3 levels you can edit. The far top, which you can make like a bunch of floating platforms, the ground level, and then there's this huge Foundry-like room beneath, and you can basically just go nuts. I've played 2 games on this map, they both sucked. So, Griffball, maybe not. Sandtrap. Played a lot of games on Sandtrap. A lot of them turned out to be really fun. Basically, it's a big fucking desert. That's it. Bunch of structures in a big fucking desert. Tons of vehicular combat. Fun map. Snowbound. Again, like High Ground, it's either really good on this map or really terrible. What else can I say? They made a variant where, like, all the shield doors were turned off or something along those lines. Anyways, you usually only saw this in Team Slayer. I have never seen this in any objective game, like, ever. It's always only Team Slayer with this map, for some reason. Standoff. I mentioned Standoff in Halo 2 when I was talking about Beaver Creek, Battle Creek. Standoff is a fucking meat grinder.